Good morning. Happy Friday Groove Day. It is finally Friday. So happy it is Friday. And I missed you all. I wasn't live last Friday because I had a friend in town. And yeah, we had a great time. So it was nice to take that day off and to just honor her. And we had a beautiful time. It was really nice. I love when people come to visit. So, good morning, Manasa. Working while lurking. Okay, good to know. Hope you are doing good. Hey, Viviani, good morning. And let's see. Oh, everyone's popping in now. Hey, Michelle, good morning. And Liz, good to see you. Yes, I'm so happy it's Friday. It's been a rough week, everyone. I am a little tired, so grateful for the weekend. Hey, Paisley and MJ420 and Shine. That's how I feel. Just shine, 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 shine. Good morning. Hey, Lisa Foster. Good morning. Okay. Oh, boy. And I'm excited because I get to have coffee. It's been a minute since I've had some coffee. And quite honestly, I had to switch to mostly decaf. That caffeine is just, it has me on edge. So I had to slow down with the caffeine. And yeah, so we have a little, mostly decaf with a touch of caffeinated coffee. Hey, Libra lady, good morning. Oh, good. Libra lady's got her coffee. Yes, make sure you get your coffee, your tea, water, whatever your beverage of choice is. And I'm actually going to pour mine now. And then we'll talk about a couple of announcements before we dive in. Oh, and it's October. As you can tell, I have my Halloween decorations up. My lights blew out last night. So upset about that. So I have to replace the lights. Otherwise, my little pumpkins would light up. And I also have my Jack mug. So you'll be seeing this. I got to get my use out of it for this month. Oh, yeah. Roasted dandelion tea. Oh, that sounds interesting. And it's just like coffee. Yeah, so I'll have to check that out. Also, the mushroom tea I hear is really good, has a lot of great benefits, or the mushroom coffee, I should say. So I've been wanting to try that as well. Oh, excuse me, Miss Foster. Lisa has a caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino. My goodness. Fancy, are we? That's awesome. I'm going to let that cool for a second. If you didn't catch Wellness Wednesday, this past Wednesday, I had a friend on, Deyanira Contreras, and she shared about Biodanza. It's a beautiful dance art form that brings so much benefits for the body. So check that out if you haven't. Today at 3 p.m. Pacific time, what is that, 7 p.m. Eastern time, we have Can You Sing It? It's back. Lisa and I, Spirit Intuitive Tarot, will be bringing back Can You Sing It with new guests, surprise guests. So be sure to check that out today. And what else is going on? Monday will be the Soul Sisters. EQ is still in Egypt, and please keep her in your prayers. All my fellow energy workers, please send her some healing. She got COVID while she was there. I mean, that's just sucky. So I feel so bad for her. And in order for her to continue on with the group, she has to test negative today. So holding that space for her that she will be able to test negative and feel better. So that's happening. But on Monday, Lisa will be stepping in as my guest for the Soul Sisters. So check that out. That's at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Let's see. Ooh, Liz has a white chocolate latte. My goodness. All these fancy drinks. Beautiful. Yeah, I feel for her. So let's just keep her in our prayer. And please keep me in prayer today. I have a very, I don't want to go into it, but I have an obstacle, we'll say, that I need to overcome today. And that's going to be happening somewhere between 10 a.m. and 12 noon my time. So if you can just hold me in light to help me get through this, it's a little difficult for me, but I know that I will prevail. And just stepping into that space, stepping into my power to be able to deal with this situation. So any extra additional support I can get in that would be awesome. And the full moon is this Sunday, the full moon in Aries. And that is going to also be a great time for us to release whatever we need to release so that we can step into our power. This is a great moon for aligning with your power and so that you can overcome any type of obstacles that come up for you. So thank you. Thank you all. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Well, let me take a sip of this coffee. Oh, yum. I just love the smell of coffee and how it tastes. I could just do without the jitters. Thank you, Libra lady. Thank you. Ooh. Hey, Jessica. Happy Friday. Okay. Thank you, MJ420. Yeah. Thank you all. I appreciate it. So let's see what Spirit has to say today for this Friday, October 7th. Hey, Seascape. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everyone, while you're here. Much appreciated. Oh, okay. We had two things that popped out right away. We have focus and we have awakening. Beauty. Okay, that's too many cards. Let's try this again. And rest. Yeah. Clarity's on the bottom here. I think that's going to play into this as well. Oh, sorry, guys. I have a little allergies, so I may sound a little nasally. And I should have brought some tissues out here. Hey, did I say hello to you, Cecilia? Well, if I did, I'm saying hello again. Hello. Good to see I've been out of the mix a little bit. My shuffle game's a little off. I had to take last Monday off from the Soul Sisters. I did a ceremony last weekend, ayahuasca ceremony, just for one night, but it really took the wind out of my sails. And Monday, I felt kind of disoriented. I was tired and just wasn't my best self. So we have to realize that when we feel a little under the weather, we're not feeling good, to honor that, to take care of ourselves and make sure that we do get the rest and the giving ourselves some TLC. So that's exactly what I did. Hey, Dinah K. Oh, I'm so happy you caught me too live. Hello, good morning. Okay. We have the lake, depth. Clearing storms. Just, what is that? The cleansing card. Oh, that was trying to come out. Didn't quite make it. Hey, Anna Banana. Good morning to you. Anna Banana Tarot Oracle Mediumship. And gravity. Okay. So they're sharing this is all about that full moon energy that's coming in. Okay. Spirit's really wanting us to focus this weekend on these energies. Some of us may feel like we're kind of sinking right now. going through some things. And, I always say that we don't always have like just one grand awakening. In my opinion, I feel that we have all these different awakenings at different points and times in our lives. So pay attention to those awakenings, focus on them, learn about what they are, what you need to do to really step into that next part of your life so that you can continue growing. Cleanse and release whatever needs to be let go. Okay, there's so much beauty in release. So letting go, finding a way to ground yourself more. Okay. And we've talked about grounding. There's so many beautiful ways of how you can ground. And one of my favorites is being out in nature and connecting with nature. If you can, or if you don't mind the bare feet on the ground, allowing your feet to just connect with the earth, and also taking that time to rest. Because with that rest, the base of the card, remember we have clarity. That's what's going to bring in more clarity for you. So it is a process of releasing so that you can step into something new. And that's what this full moon in Aries is going to bring us, for us to give us that ability to step into our power so that we can bring more clarity for ourselves. So that's that message there. Hey, Nancy Riker, good morning. Hey, Miss Kelly, Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot. Hope you are well. Hello, hello. And Miss Teresa, good morning. Yes, thank you. Make sure that you hit that like button. Okay. Let's see what else we get. Oh, there's my Baja buddy. Hey, Miss Jackie. Yes, that's right. Stepping into your power. Yes. Feeling love and good energy coming through for all you in this community. Standing at the sink, washing dishes, and feeling light and joy filling me in all of us in this last few minutes. Oh, how beautiful, Libra lady. I can feel it too. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, yes. Good energy. Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right. Let's see what else we get this morning. We have growth. And hope. Purpose. And honesty. Beautiful words. It is my dream one day to have like a table or something I could just have all my cards laid out for easier accessibility, because right now they're in a couple of crates. So it's like digging, trying to find what they're telling me to use. Hey, Eliza, good morning. Aloha. Solitude. Ooh. Adventures. And abundance. Look how beautiful this card is. Just the light that's coming in, the growth, right? We pulled the card growth, the flowers. So I feel like this is a growth period for a lot of you right now. And Spirit really is wanting just for each and every one of us to really step into that space Okay, taking that time, that alone time to do the work so that you can bring in that growth for yourself. So, focusing on really cleansing, really taking that time this weekend to say, what is it that I need to release? What is holding me back so that I can step forward and be the best version of myself? To be the best version, not only for you, but to really show up, to show up for others that may not be able to shine their light so brightly. We lead by example. So the more that we show up, people look like, wow, what are they? I want what was that when Harry met Sally? I want what she's having. So allowing yourself to really be that person. And I love this word hope because there is always hope. No matter what you're going through, you know that that hope is what's going to pull you through. Me dealing with my situation right now, I'm like really holding on to that hope and trusting it. That's another thing. We have to trust. We have to know that there is a purpose, there is a reason of what it is that we're going through. And taking that time when you're alone to understand the lessons that are being taught and being shown to you, allowing yourself to open up so that you can receive the information. There is a purpose for all of this. There is a purpose. And sometimes you may not know what that purpose is right away, but not to get discouraged. Again, bringing in that hope. Okay, you may not know what's happening right in that moment, but later on, you may have that time where it comes up and you're like, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I understand. It's about always looking for that silver lining because there is one there. And like I've mentioned this many times before, one of my mentors shared with me, this is the best thing that could have ever happened. Because when you step into that space of this is the best thing that could have ever happened, it allows you to open up more. It allows you to look through a different lens to understand the situation. And it helps you not to have that resistance. Because when we put in that resistance where there's no growth there, we don't allow ourselves to open up. We just contract. Okay. Because life is one hell of an adventure. And there's going to be different things that come up in our life. But it all depends on how you want to look at the adventure. If you choose to say, it's too hard, it's too difficult, nothing ever works out for me, well, then guess what? That's what you're continuing to perpetuate. But look at all the beauty in this card. If we allow ourselves to look and find the beauty, tap into that hope, then things begin to open up. Being honest. And it's okay to be honest and saying, this sucks. I hate that I have to go through this. But you don't want to align with that energy. You want to allow yourself to say, okay, yes, this sucks, but I still have my health, or I have people around me. I have community to help support me and to help pull me through this. There's so many different things that you can look at, different aspects, so that you can continue to tap in and bring in that abundance. So that beautiful, beautiful abundance, bringing in that light. And that's what you're opening yourself up to be more receptive to receive. So that's that message there. Hello, Mama Bear. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, beautiful Arlene McMahon. Good morning. Good morning. So good to see you. Yay. I'm so glad that you are here. Okay. Let's see what else we get. Whew, that was a lot that just came through. Nice. Yes, thank you, Viviani. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to any new subscribers. If you're lurking, hello to my lurkers. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hi, be still and know. Blessings. There we go. We have happiness and flexibility. And love. Love the love. And responsibility. Yeah. Oh, look what's at the bottom again, growth. This is a growing period. Oh, good, Eliza. Yes, catch from the beginning. Hey, Kathy G. Happy Friday. Actually. And if I missed it, saying hello to anyone joining, it's not because I don't want to, it's just because I missed you. So, hello, hello, hello. Oh, look at that. We have more abundance coming in. Ooh, look at that connection, that beautiful connection with the tree. If you never hugged a tree before, I highly recommend it. There we have abundance. Oh, thank you, Arlene. Oh, isn't that the truth, Paisley? The growth thing pains. Indeed. Yeah, we have sorrow. Yeah, growthing pains. It will bring on the tears sometimes. And that's okay. That is okay. And the physical body. Yeah. Okay. Oh, all right. Ultimately, we all want to be happy, right? Doesn't it feel so good when you're happy? All the abundance that it brings in, the warm and the fuzzies. If only we can be like that all the time. I would love to be happy all the time. And for the most part, I generally am, you know. Of course, life will bring in those hiccups and those bumps and give you a few bruises, and that doesn't feel so good. But it's learning how to be flexible with those ups and downs, learning to be flexible and to bring in more love for yourself during the difficult times, letting those tears flow. I'm sure a lot of you, I don't know if you like me, you know, I was taught to be strong. You know, you have to be strong. Don't let them see you sweat, right? And it was not easy for me to be vulnerable and to allow my emotions to show and to let the tears flow, because I felt like I needed to be this strong person. And especially with someone that has experienced trauma, I put up this shield, this wall of protection that it was not easy for people to penetrate, because I was refusing to let anyone hurt me again or to violate me again. So it was my duty, I felt, to put up this massive brick wall that no one could get through. And as I began growing and learning and beginning my spiritual development, which was way back in 2000, I think 2016 was kind of when I started my journey, I slowly started letting my guard down, letting that shield down, and allowing myself to be in that place of vulnerability. So um, it's okay to cry. It is okay to cry. You guys remember that song? I might have shared that before. It's all right to cry. Crying makes the best. I can't remember the words, but it's such a beautiful song. If you haven't heard it, listen to that song, because there's a part who's like, it might make you feel better. So let those tears flow. It's our responsibility It's our responsibility to be happy. It's our responsibility to take care of ourselves. And it's our responsibility to tap into that love for ourselves, that love that we bring into our physical body. Love yourself, love your body. And I'm sure there's some aspects, I know I struggled with body image for a very long time as well. And it took a while to get to that space of loving myself, this vessel of the way it is, and learning to take better care of it. Some of us can be really harsh critics on ourselves. Spirit's saying, let that go. Let that go. Love yourself. So tapping into more love. That's that message there. Hey, Eleanor, the beautiful, beautiful sister. Yes. Good morning, sister. Good to see you. Yes, Lisa, be a big crybaby. Let those tears flow. Absolutely. You rarely let anyone come close to you, and that's okay. That is okay. We have to start from where we are and to honor where we are. And if we choose to move forward to letting people in, just take baby steps. It's not like you have to run outside. Hey, everybody, come give me a hug. Baby steps, little by little, learning to open up some, because people want to see the beautiful you, the authentic you. It's about being who you are and honoring who you are. I always say, when you get me, you get the good, the bad, the ugly, the crazy, the silly. I'm all of those things. And I love being all those things. Love every aspect of ourselves. My nerdy part. I'm a big nerd, guys. And I love it. I love being nerdy. It's fun. Constantly getting hurt. So I understand that. I totally understand that, especially when it comes to relationships. And I'm talking romantic relationships specifically. And I think that's more of looking at who you want to surround yourself with. I've noticed as I've done the work and looking at, especially after the last divorce, of looking at what each relationship brought. And this pertains to, it doesn't have to be romantic. We're talking about relationships now in general. Looking at who you have in the past that you've attracted that may have brought that hurt. What were the makeup, the characteristics of these individuals? And if you really take a look at it, sometimes you can see patterns that will emerge. All right. So then that's where we want to start. We want to start with these patterns and how I can change, or, each of individually of us, how can we change these patterns that we seem to consistently get ourselves into? And then look at your ideal relationship. Write down what it is that you want in a relationship. That safe space of where you can be vulnerable, where you can be your authentic self, because then that's what you're going to start bringing towards you. Okay. And it's taken me many years to develop my relationships. And this is all in general relationships, of the people that I want to surround myself with, the people that I know that have my back and that will bring in that security that feels really good, because we all want that, right? We all want to be happy. So taking a closer look at the relationships that you want to have in your life so that you can start attracting that for yourself. So sending you lots of love with that. All right, Anna, have a beautiful day. Thank you for stopping by, and have a fantastic weekend. Knowledge. Grace. Expectations. All right, they're wanting me to share too with when that word expectations came up. It kind of came through. Also, when dealing with relationships, if we have that expectation of always thinking it's not going to work out, or this individual is going to hurt me, I never have good relationships. These are limiting beliefs. These are beliefs that we create for ourselves that hold us back. So what you want to do is create new beliefs. I will have beautiful relationships. The people around me are loving and supportive. Okay, that's the energy that you want to step into, not the other. So be mindful of the belief systems that you create for yourself. Yeah, want to be disciplined in that. Hey, Joe Schmo. Ooh, I hope you had fun. Got some good stuff at Walmart. I try not to go into my store. I love is Target, and I need to have a list when I go into Target, because if I don't have a list, I'm gonna come out with probably got about 3 to 5 extra things that I didn't need. Could be so much fun. Oh, okay. We have duality. And it's all good. And stripping illusions. Yeah. It's all falling in line with everything that that's coming through today. Knowledge, having knowledge of your state of mind. Okay. Duality. There's always 2 different ways of looking at things. And it's all about perception. How are you going to perceive your situation, perceive your life, to perceive the different things that you're experiencing? Meaning, is that glass half empty or is it half full? There's always a different way that we can look in approaching each situation with grace. Being mindful of the expectation. Okay, it's great to have expectations, but being mindful that it can come to you in a different way. Right? So, like the expectation I'm going to have, I don't know, I'll use an example of by the end of the year, like I'm going to do this particular thing to bring in more abundance. And you get so focused on that particular thing that you may be missing all these beautiful blessings along the way, because your expectation is that it's going to be done this certain way and this certain thing is going to happen, versus being open to, I want this particular thing to happen, and I'm just going to be in a place of grace and just allow it to flow the way that it is to obtain the abundance, or to be able to step into that abundance. Just trusting that it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Setting up that discipline of checking in with yourself. How am I being mindful as I'm going through this process? That duality aspect. How am I looking at it? Is the glass half full or is it half empty? Being open, stripping away illusions. Okay, sometimes we can get a little too caught up in the whole fantasy of some things, and it could be fun, but there may be bumps along the way that we didn't really fantasize about. Because when you encounter those bumps, and if you're like this, you don't see that coming. And then it knocks you off, it knocks you down, and you're just like, oh gosh, what do I do? Some people may give up. Some people may get stuck. but knowing, okay, that's a bump. Let me keep going. Okay, so stripping away the illusions of what it's supposed to be or feel like, and just enjoy the ride because it's all good. It's all good. So that's that message there. Hey, Sharon Sipe, good morning. Good to see you. Exactly, Paisley. Always looking for the red flags. You will always see red flags. Quit looking for them. They're red for a reason. You see what you are looking for. Beautiful. Beautifully said. The one I care about, I have to caution not to trigger specific topics or actions as dealing with past hurts. It's all about caring and acknowledging others. Temperance. Bringing in temperance into your life is important. Okay, creating that balance. Hey, Johnny. Went for grapes and left with $40 extra. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Yep, and Eliza was there last night. Yeah, I love Target. Yeah, I could just get lost in there, but it can be dangerous. So that's why I have to have a list. All right, let's see what else we get here. Ooh. Yes, great point, Eliza. Asking our personal guides to steer us towards the right people. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And once you start doing that, once you start connecting with the right people, you begin learning, and then you see the signs right away, right? When you meet others and you're just like, that's not the person that I want to be around. You can identify with it a lot quicker before going down that rabbit hole. Yeah, it's important to have a list because if you don't have willpower, you can get yourself into some trouble. All right, responsibility. And look at that, talking about with other people, the connections. The connections are so important. Opportunity. And gratitude. Yeah. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm just going to grab a tissue here so I don't have to keep sniffling. Hold on. All right. Whew, thank you. I was dying there. Anybody have anything fun they're doing this weekend? I think I had too much fun. I'm trying to recoup now. I had my friend in for the week, and then oh my goodness, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you saw that I went to see Pentatonics at the Hollywood Bowl here. So it's an outdoor venue, beautiful, beautiful venue, and they're celebrating 100 years this year. But if you have not heard Pentatonics or know who they are, I strongly suggest Googling them. They are this amazing vocalist group. And my friend knows one of the guys. It's her friend's son. So one of the reasons why we went to see him perform, but it was just spectacular. They are so extremely talented. But yeah, I went to a concert, had brunch with some ladies that I haven't seen in years. And then after she left, I had my ceremony that evening, my ayahuasca ceremony. And it was great because, all know that, I have to do the special diet, which they refer to as dieta. And I told her what I could and couldn't have. And she cooked for me during the week. Can I tell you how special that was to have someone cook for you? and made extra food. Even the foods that I couldn't have, she made extra and froze them and put them in my freezer. So happy. But it was a very busy time. So as far as this weekend, I'm resting. I'm taking it easy. Yeah, they are a fabulous vocal group. Okay. We have Sacrifice. The Seer. Karmic Debt. Look at that. Yeah, that definitely was a present. Truly was. Okay. The responsibility of taking care of ourselves. Some of us sacrifice so much for others that you forget to take care of you first. It's important to pour into yourself so that you do have the ability to pour into others. If you pour too much into others and there's nothing for you, the well is dry, then that's where we start dealing with health issues, mental issues, all different type of things. So it's so important, pour into yourself. When you're able to pour into yourself, then that's when you can create those beautiful connections that you desire. Okay? Learning to trust yourself when it comes to that. Okay? We all have these beautiful gifts. Start utilizing them for yourself as well. Being able to trust your instincts, trust your intuition so that you can see more clearly to make these beautiful connections. And there's so much opportunity out there. And you will begin to feel into these opportunities the more that you connect with you. See, that's where it starts. It starts with you. The more work you do, the more growth that you start having for yourself. It takes you to this different level of where you can begin to seek opportunities. And of course, one of the most important things is being in a place of gratitude. Even during those cruddy moments, again, this is the best thing that could have happened. Bringing in that gratitude, that grace, releasing and working on any karmic debt. Once again, full moon this weekend. Perfect opportunity to let go of what's not serving you. So that's that message there. Okay. Yes, Manasa. Gratitude is the best attitude. Like that right there. Gratitude is the best attitude. Try it on. You may like it. I know you'll like it. Oh, okay. Okay. They're sharing here. This is the protector. The protector. You have a guide. You have most of our guides are protectors, but I feel that distinctly there is one in particular that is truly a protector for you. And they're asking you to also to step in to be that protector for yourself. You know, when we step into that space of knowing that we are divinely protected, and also feeling, what are they saying? To step into that space of knowing, to step into that space of knowing and trusting. Trusting is so important. Getting out of your head. about the things that are troubling you, the things that are weighing you down or keeping you stuck from not being able to move forward. Trusting the process, learning to let go so that transformation can happen. See that movement is forward, moving forward, not allowing yourself to feel stuck. That beautiful, beautiful transformation and being grounded in that energy. Grounding in that. We've already had 2 cards that came up with connecting with trees. Trees are just such magnificent plants. And that connection is so beautiful. It's a way of grounding, allowing yourself to be able to do that. So that's that message there. Yeah, I love the soul cards, Eliza. I'll do another one. I don't use these too often and I miss them. Hmm. See the light and the dark here. They're sharing with me duality, like the card that we had earlier. The duality of light and dark, the duality of, there's always duality. We have the divine feminine, the divine masculine, yin and yang, and all of these make up of who we are. But it's also really important of knowing which space to step into at the right moments. Tapping into that energy, creating that balance for ourselves. And it's okay sometimes if it feels off a little bit. Okay? Because sometimes we may be more in our divine feminine than we are in our masculine. But it's feeling into what energy feels right for that time. But also that duality is about there's 2 different ways of looking at things that we said earlier, right? So how are you going to perceive things? How are you choosing to feel? How are you choosing to perceive? Is it good or is it bad? Is it right or is it wrong? Okay, there's a choice there. Allowing yourself to connect with your inner child. When was the last time you played with your inner child? It's been a minute for me. But when we comfort our inner child, a lot of times our inner child is scared or nervous about different things because we're always evolving, we're always changing. So nurturing that inner child. I think it was Joji that said that she likes to blow bubbles. Maybe it might just being silly and watching funny videos or something. Entertaining that inner child, comforting, soothing, the same way as your guides and your angels, your ancestors, whoever your spiritual team is, they are there for you, comforting you as well. So, and this is going to help us to show up to be the better versions of ourselves. All that enlightenment, all that love, all that joy and happiness. So, that is that message. The leaves are changing colors beautifully around here. I feel like that I can see them changing and just sit and stare. Yes, look at that. So true. This is the time. Right? Fall is about changing, right? The leaves are changing. So this is a time of change. So, what is it that you want to change so that you can step into that better version of you? Oh, beautiful shine. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, we're always on a journey, always on a journey. So, allowing ourselves to take in all the lessons as we move forward, just continuing to move forward. Okay, got time for one more. Oh, look at here. We got purpose. Oh, all these cards fell out. We have clarity. We have growth again. And we have beauty. Joe's every day with my kitties. Yay. And to mention, too, if anyone feels called to buy me a cup of coffee, it would be greatly appreciated. I love my cups of coffee. Let me just post that quickly if anyone's interested. It's one way of supporting the channel, of buying one cup of coffee, which is $3, or a few cups of coffee. Thank you, Eliza, for your coffee purchase. I appreciate you. And there's that there. Of course, I have all the other platforms of donation and the wish list as well. So I just truly appreciate all of your support, even just showing up, being here. It's amazing support. So I really do appreciate all of it. Thank you. Winter, take care of your needs. Winter is coming. You don't see the dollar? Oh, I'm not monetized yet, Joe. So I have all my links in the description underneath this video for like Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, or Cash App. So yeah, I'm not there yet. Or the link to purchase a cup of coffee. Yeah, guys, I'm like, what is it? Maybe like about 150 away from reaching 1,000. So I want to do something really special when I do hit 1,000. So if you're not subscribed, would love if you help me get those numbers up. We have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. And we have the white witch, be the light. So we all have a purpose. We all have a purpose, and it's about bringing in more clarity for what that purpose is. And the thing about purpose, I think some people, self included, when I first started out, I felt like purpose was like this huge thing, right? That I needed to really do something on a massive scale. And that could still be true. I'm not denying that, that is something, a path that I want to move into. But it's also knowing that a purpose could just be something so small and so significant. It doesn't have to be this huge thing. And purpose is about, really, for me, in my opinion, it's about being the best version of you that you can, being that light for others that aren't able to really shine their light, and being that example, because when others see you, they're just like, okay, I want to start showing up in a different way. What can I do to start doing different things for myself so that I can show up as well? So, taking care of your needs, taking care of yourself, taking care of your mind, your body, and your spirit. Okay, that's part of the growth process. And we're all great teachers. There's a teacher in you. Some of you may be saying, yeah, no, that's not me. It is you. We all have that ability to teach. And it doesn't have to be necessarily standing in front of people teaching. It can just be showing up. Again, showing up in that best version of you. Okay. It says learn from spiritual experiences. There's so many experiences, and they're beautiful experiences. So learning to just feel into those. There's lessons there. Okay. Life is a big teacher, and there's so much beauty, a lot of beauty. So just be the light. Be the light. Right? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yes, let it shine. Let it shine. So I want you to take that away, if anything else, this weekend. Let your light shine. One of my favorite motivational speakers, Lisa Nichols, she would always say, I let my light shine, and people would say, it's too bright. And she said, well, then put on a pair of shades. Don't let anybody dim your light. Don't let anyone dim your light. You let that light shine. So let me give you a card for the weekend. Hey, Terry, I didn't see you come in there. How are you? Hope you are well. Happy Friday to you. Let's see. Let's do a postcard from Spirit. Do we want a postcard from Spirit, or do we want a, hey, Flowing, you're so welcome. Or do we want one of the goddesses to give us a message? Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Liz. Thank you for subscribing again. What do we want? Goddess or Spirit card? A postcard and goddess? Okay. Sure. One of each. We'll start with the goddess. What goddess wants to give us a message for the weekend? Not too many. Oh, you're so welcome, Eleanor. Have a blessed weekend yourself. Thank you for joining this morning. Ooh, we have Durga, boundaries. Let's see what Durga has to say. So Devi is what the goddess is called in India. And you have called Durga into your life to help you create boundaries. What are you taking inside that should remain outside? How are you not protecting yourself, your life, your time? Is the statement, no, I can't do this right now. I need to care for myself, part of your vocabulary? Perhaps you feel dumped on by others. Are you feeling pulled off center by demands to give and give and give till there's nothing left of yourself? Durga is here to assist you in nurturing wholeness by creating and fixing the limits of your personal space. Establishing clear boundaries is the act of self-love. Having no boundaries gives others the message that you are limitless and want to be treated in a limitless way. No one is limitless. There are places where we get hurt, places where we are vulnerable, places that need to be treated with care. Durga says that boundaries are vital because they let others know who you are and where you stand. Right? And that was part of the messages that came through today. It's about pouring into yourself before pouring into others. If you don't allow people to just kind of run all over, it's about those connections, right? And again, surrounding yourself with those people that are going to honor your boundaries, people that understand. If people are coming in and just walking all over you, then you need to really take a look at that relationship that you have. Is that someone that needs to be in your life? So pay attention to your boundaries. Super important. Oh, is she? Durga Ma is your archetype. Beautiful. I love that. Yes. All right. Let's get a postcard from Spirit. And sure thing, Paisley. No problem. Dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument. Two sides, if not more. Duality. To every story in 100 of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternate plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment, too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another point of view. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. There we go again about those connections. You attract people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. That's you coming from a different place, that place of compassion, that place of understanding, meeting people at a common ground. And if they're not willing to meet you on that common ground, that's when you want to look at that relationship a little closer. And isn't this something? If our world, if our leaders, political leaders, can come from this place, what a different world we would live in, right? So let's continue to hold the world in prayer because there's so much understanding that needs to take place. Everybody wants to be right. Nobody wants to come to that common ground place and bringing in that compassion, that love, that understanding. But it can start with us, right? Again, being that example so that it spreads out, kind of that domino effect. So continue to be the light. All right, beautiful souls. I will be again on today at 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern time on Lisa's channel, Spirit Intuitive Tarot for Can You Sing It? So I hope to see you all there. But enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a beautiful, beautiful Friday and a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you later. All right. Bye. Oh, hey, Natalie. Thank you for being here. Bye, everyone.